Hello, thank you for tuning in. My name is Marianne. I'm a self-published author. I have some short stories that's out that they're fantasy and mystery suspense, also some flash fiction that's available on website or also on Wattpad. Okay, so today we're actually just going to take a sneak peek at my Heir to Sharadell novel that's scheduled to be released on October the 1st, 2022. Yay! So it's a high fantasy novel. As you can see, the word count 68,485. That is a low word count for a fantasy novel. But I'm not really worried about excuse me, the word count at this time. I'm more focused on the word building and the character development. So we are in the final stages of editing. I received the novel back last week from my editor, so I am diving in and trying to do my best to get everything completed through the editing by the 23rd of this month, which is July. So after that is done, I'm going to order proof of my novel to complete the final phase of editing, so I actually would have the novel in hand and I can read it as we would as like a typical reader. Or that's easier for me. I know a lot of individuals will love like to read it on like ebook or their Kindle. I have a hard time reading it that way. I'm not for sure why, but maybe it's just a personal preference. So we have 32 chapters, as I said. I believe I'm currently, my goal is actually to be at chapter 10 today. I'm a little behind. So I completed, I believe, chapter 5. Yes. So we completed chapter 5. I'm not going to try to give any, whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hop on there. I don't want to give any spoilers out. So, prologue. So basically, we'll just give a sneak peek at the prologue because most of the time this is going to be available as a snippet when you look at your or look inside the book available from any retailers. So I'm going to publish the books through Amazon. Right now you can pre-order the ebook, but you won't be able to get it until like October the 1st. I think they usually release it like a couple days beforehand. Um, if you do like the print version, the hardcover and the print paperback will also be available around that time. I do not have those loaded because you cannot pre-order those the print copies through Amazon. Hopefully that'll change in the future. Okay, so to the prologue. So the prologue actually, I know in a lot of novels, sometimes the readers will just like skip over the prologue, so that's fine because it goes right into where Maze is at this current time. So the prologue talks about May's birth, and we get introduced to her dad, her mom, and also like a extent, like a cousin who is Santana. So Santana's the one that puts the curse. I'm sorry, puts the concealment spell on Maze at birth. So I won't go into too much. Again, this is going to be usually available like when you look inside the book on Amazon. Just give you a sneak peek um, of the book. But that just tell you where I'm at right now. So would love to keep updating you, and hopefully you can just join me through my journey as we get Heir to Sharadell completed and published, for October the 1st. So a little bit more about the world. So Nordale is a realm, and it has Isle of Forgotten, which is the current land where Maze is at. And there's also the Vale, I'm sorry. So the Veil is actually in another novel that I'm working on. It was actually prior to me even starting on Heir to Sharadell, but I'm still in the trying to get it updated because it was written like 20 some years ago. So hopefully we can get that out by, I believe, January is my goal, but don't hold me to that because it may not happen. So the Isle of Forgotten. So here is So as you see here, the Isle of Forgotten is where Maze will be journeying. She starts out at Grover Point and eventually will end up in Sharadell. Of course, the title Heir to Sharadell. So during the journey, you will actually be meeting a lot of what we call factions. So the factions, there is a lot of mystical creatures. We got some dwarves, elven, orcs, some tricksters I threw in there, and there's some warlocks, serpents, and other creatures. So this is the main houses of Heir to Sharadell. So you have House Bishop, which is the main rulers of the island. House Sullivan is Zarek, who is May's best friend, and he joins her throughout the journey. And House Nelador is actually the mom side of um, May's family, her mom. So they're actually based out of Sharadell. They're also, I mean, you'll get some more snippets about the history of these houses, but House Tavendale is May's father's side. Of course, they originate in Grover Point. So I hope that this has given you some snippets about my novel, Heir to Sharadell, and you can just keep checking back. If you want to, you can subscribe down below to see more videos as we go through. They're typically just going to be like, hopefully like 5 minutes, but this one took a little bit longer because I wanted to show you some insights. And as we go, I will hopefully give you some more updates and snippets, and maybe some look out on some marketing material that I'm hoping to create. But that will be all in the future and as a surprise. So just keep staying tuned, and we'll go through this journey together. Okay, thank you.